How do you strike a work-life balance when you're stuck at home working during this COVID-19 pandemic? Well, the truth of the matter is if you're trying to strike a work-life balance, I think you're doing it potentially a little bit wrong because you kind of sort of only have one life. You live and you work, and there is no, how shall we say, there is no work life. There's kind of just you at work, and then there's you at home, right? And it's really all your one life. So, what do you do in order to kind of make it, well, reasonable? In today's Morning for Visionaries, we're going over just that. Because you are home 24/7, more or less, what do you do to make things and keep yourself sane? First and foremost, the big part of life and the work life balance is to realize that living life is to have a fulfilling life. And if you hate work, well, one, that's another conversation we should probably be having. But your work should be as fulfilling to your life goals as your life goals should be fulfilling to your work goals. Especially if you're an entrepreneur, the two are very much so intertwined because your work is your life and your life is your work. But that doesn't have to be limited just to entrepreneurs. If you work a corporate job, why not? Why not enjoy work and have it be fulfilling? I know some jobs are rather dead end jobs and you'd rather really not be there, though you can make the best of a situation. And if you're home and you work in this job that you may or may not kind of like, well, it's a mental change at that point because while you have to be at work, you can still be doing it in a leisurely way. I have this new chair behind me, which I'm rather enjoying. I'm rather super duper comfy right now. I have this cool video stuff that I'm doing. I have a coffee that I love next to me and a setup that I rather like. It is a little bit chilly today though, but otherwise, I am enjoying everything I'm doing. And everything that I do in work and try to do helps me fulfill a life goal. If you have a 9 to 5, well, the idea there is then whatever work you're doing is helping you fulfill that life goal of whatever. It might be the next step in the corporate career, it might be a vacation. For us, because we currently can't travel, we can't be going place to place, but when we can travel, we do and can work remotely and do anything we want, kind of, because the goal is to for us, we don't particularly go on vacation, by the way. We go on working vacations because we love working and there's enough to do. And we kind of go stir crazy if we don't work. So, the whole big idea of working from home is very, very simple. You have to create a schedule for yourself, a preferably reasonably set schedule. In the morning, you'll do this. Start work, you'll do this. Then you'll have work time. Then you'll have a break. Then you'll have maybe some you time. Then more work, etc., etc. Schedule out and plan your day to keep some consistency, keep eating healthy, and keep working out. Now, does that mean you have to somehow figure out how to do your whole 2 hour gym routine at home? No. But you have to have a schedule, and it doesn't have to be a horribly strict schedule, but it should be a reasonably strict schedule that you follow day to day to kind of keep that balance and mix so it's fulfilling, it's reasonable. You can have some ability to change up your schedule and live life a little bit while you're here. For example, because we live and work from home, this change right now is not affecting us too much in terms of what we can do. We're just kind of stuck inside a little bit more. That's okay because at least I'm an introvert. Yay! More video game time for me. The little dude, my son, is here more often, actually all the time right now because schools are closed. So what do? Well, we've adjusted our work schedule to make sure that we can pay attention to him, spend more time with him. And you're thinking, well, wait a minute, that's not fair because you guys work from home. You guys are the one percenters. We're not the one percenters. I wish. But we did adjust our schedule to make sure that everything is still flowing. Maybe that means my work schedule is a little bit more segmented. I have my morning time. Today's a Monday, by the way. I record my videos on a Monday. So here we are on a Monday. I'm recording all my stuff. Kid has the iPad for a little bit. Heaven forbid I give the kid an iPad for a few hours. Well, welcome to the real world. I need some quiet time. We need some freedom to be doing what we need to be doing. And that's okay. So he has his time. I have my time to do my videos. Afterwards, it's going to be daddy's school time. I'm going to give him some homeschooling, see what we can do, teach him, get him to play with some things, learn to count, colors, and all these fun things. And it gets kind of fun, especially when he's learning. So we integrated all of these things into our day. But that does mean that I technically have less day hours to work. All that means then is I start a little bit earlier to have extra hours at the beginning of the day and then some extra work hours at the end of the day. And that's how I schedule my day to day to make sure that I stay sane. And you can do the same. If you work a corporate 9 to 5, well, okay, some things are going to change and have to adjust. You're home, the kids are home, the dog is always with you. How do you do all this? I cannot answer that question for you, but I can tell you that it's all about scheduling and setting expectations. If your kids are old enough, you can tell them to expect various things. You're going to have to be working from this time. If maybe your kids like mine, they like being close to you, so you can give them a spot on your work desk to work next to you, whatever that might be it they are on their own computer or some games or reading a book. Sometimes they'll be bothering you. Okay, well, you'll have to adjust and learn to take that into account. That's where kind of having a plan to go along with the schedule helps. And it really is kind of that simple. You have a schedule that is reasonably set, yet flexible, so you can adjust for various things going around in your life with the kids, and you go from there. And you figure out what works for us. Our work schedule, and here's what we do, from 8 to 12 is work hours. Though, as I mentioned, I have daddy school time before lunch. So I work from 8-ish to around 11 a.m. depending what's going on that day. From 11 to 12 is school with my son. From 12 to 12:31-ish is lunch and break and spending time with the family. From there, then my wife Ari does her mommy school time. From there, then kid gets a little bit of free time, playtime, gets some educational videos, books. He gets all his time. And if he wants to, he comes work with us. If we have meetings, one of us, that's our plan, one of us takes the kid a little bit away and one of us works remotely. For us, working remote would be working from the couch or from the dinner table instead of in our offices. And that's how we adjust. We figure out a plan, we put it into action, we created a schedule from it, we created a support plan for this schedule, and expectations for everybody of what's going to happen when, so everybody knows what's going on. And that is how you adjust to the home life balance. You keep some schedule. You make sure you're eating healthy. You make sure you're working out a little bit to stay sane. You have some little entertainment. And for me, that's homemade coffee that I love. And by the way, if you're not making coffee at home, and this is not just a cheap espresso, you should probably really make some good coffee at home because it's so much better than buying stuff. And that's how you kind of keep things sane. There's the little joys in life. So that's it for today's Morning for Visionaries. I hope you can adjust to working from home more often. I hope more companies can do it too, because it can be an absolute wonder. And especially if your work eventually kind of sort of aligns with your life goals, thus then your life goals will align with what you're doing in work. It is a wonderful place to be. If you have any questions on how this works, and I know it was a little bit high level, let me know in the comments. I'd be happy to have a discussion with you or even jump on a call with you to help think through some ideas and help you through all this. That's it for now. See you next time. Bye.